Hey everybody, Chris here with Funny Little Honey Farm. I am getting ready to harvest some lettuce. I was going to harvest the lettuce last week and I thought, let's wait a minute. I want to see how this lettuce grows out because this is the first time I've grown this seed. So I want you to take a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and film the harvesting of this. I'm going to cut it. I'll probably talk while I'm cutting some leaves down. But this is a Burpee seed. And we'll talk a little bit more about the seed because I'm really impressed how this grew in my hydroponic system. I don't know if I just ended up with the perfect solution this time with the perfect pH or what happened, but this stuff grew really well. You'll see that when I start to cut it down. So anyways, here we go. We're going to go cut it down. Take a look. No reason whatsoever. Apparently the gimbal just starts to ghost ride every now and then. And it's going to start drifting back and forth and back and forth. So hopefully it's not going to do it so fast. And it looks like it might have stopped this time, so that might be one for the outtakes, but we may leave it in there. So I'm going to start cutting this lettuce down, and here's the lettuce we got. This is, I hope you can see this. This is Burpee lettuce. This is black seeded Simpson. This was at my grandfather's house. I've talked about my grandfather before lately in some of my videos, and I'm not trying to cover up anything. It just happens to be there. I found these seeds downstairs when I was cleaning out some of his stuff, and I thought, I'm going to try to grow these. I've never grown this lettuce before, and one of the things about hydroponic lettuce that we really don't like is that it's not as crunchy as lettuce that's been outside. It's not as strong. It's not as hardy. So, I mean, obviously the plant looks fine, but and especially when you look down in here, some of this stuff, I'm interested to see how crunchy that's going to be. So yeah, that's what that is. We tried it out, and I'm really happy about this. I'm going to try this again to make sure, just to see if this was a one-time result or if this is how we're going to end up with all the time. So hopefully we caught that. So when I start to harvest, and I let this go just a little bit too long, I take some clean scissors from the kitchen, and I go in and I start taking the outside leaves off. Now this has grown a little too long, but there's some lettuce leaves. And this is how I go around, and I try to leave some of the inside leaves still on there so that they're going to keep growing. And then after I cut all this stuff down, I'll go through and I'll get all this stuff out that I really don't want. And it'll either go to the chickens or it'll go in the compost pile. But I don't ever really waste it. So, and man, this is going to end up being a lot of lettuce right here. We're going to have a big old salad. Yeah, so I let it grow like this because I wanted to see. Now, sometimes on the back of lettuce, when it grows real old, or I say it's the longer it grows, you'll feel on the back of it, it'll get a spine. And then you go, oh, I don't want that lettuce. And then usually when it has a spine, it'll taste bitter. That is a big lettuce leaf for hydroponics. And this whatever this is, it's not that, it's kind of stiff. So I'm interested that after I chill this, how's it going to turn out? So, because that's one of the big problems with lettuce. Like I said before, one of the big problems is getting it crispy. And I'm not sure what's going on back here, but I'm losing a lot of this plant because it's just so much. So much. So anyways, alright, you don't need to watch me cut the whole thing, but I'm going to cut down the rest of this, and I'm going to get to a point, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like afterwards, and we'll go inside and look at the roots again. Okay, so we're back. We've cleaned up most of the lettuce, and I could have gone a little bit more, but I'm just going to leave what's on there now. This is what it looks like once it's all taken down. You saw it before, now you've seen it after. We'll let this grow. I could have actually taken this leaf, I could have taken a couple more, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to clean up around the edges just to make sure that this is nice and clean, and it doesn't hinder any of the new leaves from growing up out of there. Not that it would, because these are very soft plants, but I just like to keep everything nice and tidy. So there you have it. We've harvested this lettuce. I mean, here's my big old bowl of lettuce right here, and we're going to have some sandwiches and some salads, and the chickens are going to have some of that. And we're going to have a good old time. And we're going to grow some more lettuce in here. And I'll pull this up so that you can see this root system. That's what we got going on there with roots. And It's about 4.5 gallons in there that it's drank. So we'll change this nutrient out today too, put fresh nutrients in, because these roots are starting to look just a little dark to me. I'd like them to see a little whiter. So that's what we'll do today. And there you have it. Thanks for tuning in.